past Monday night, obviously, if you watch sports at all, you watch the news at all, Damar Hamlin, safety for the Buffalo Bills, dropped and passed out during a routine tackle. It was a cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack in a sense. His heart stopped, and it's crazy because you can look at the play and see what happened, what took place, and there's controversy out there on a different topic about why did he pass out? Was it the tackle? Because he makes a routine tackle, strong guy, athlete, in shape, and seconds after he stands back up, he's good, and he passes out. But today's video is not about the controversy behind why he passed out. It's more so about athletes in America today. Because obviously I work in the life insurance industry, guys. I work in an industry where my job is to offer guarantees and to cover liabilities for families. And when he passes out, the first thing I'm thinking is that hopefully he's okay, right? Hopefully he's okay, he has a family. The second thing is that the people that rely on him to take care of them, what happens to them? He's obviously not a regular guy. He's not making $100K a year. He's not making $250,000 a year. He's making millions of dollars a year. And obviously a lot of guys in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball come from all backgrounds, right? Some of these guys come from the hood, some come from established families, but most come from struggle. And when they do make it in the NFL, they make it in the NBA, they get paid, right? They get that $20 million contract signing bonus, $3 million, $5 million, $2 million. They take care of everybody, right? There's a documentary called 30 for 30 for ESPN broke, right? Back in the day, a lot of these guys would play in their playing years and make money, and when they retire, they were broke. But what happens if I'm an athlete? I'm a football player, I'm a basketball player, right? I'm playing, I'm hooping, I get hurt. I have a career-ending injury. I get injured to the point to where I'm paralyzed. Football is a dangerous sport. And if that happens to me, am I covered? And so today's video is more so about, man, why I believe professional athletes need life insurance more than anybody, because life insurance covers a liability, right? So if I'm making $2 million a year, $15 million a year, whatever my contract is, I'm a walking, talking liability for my family. Why? I'm an income earner, I'm making big money. Usually what happens is this: I end up buying the mansion, the cars, the lifestyle for my wife, my kids, that lives up to that expectation of income. I get injured, boom, what happens? I get cut from the team. What happens? There's so many liabilities left out there that need to be paid for. And I'm not playing football anymore, not playing basketball. What takes care of that? Life insurance could cover something if a death took place in my family. If I pass away, I'm a player, what happens? Family's covered. Also, long-term care. There's policies today in insurance that are pretty crazy, man. If I have a career-ending injury, perfect example, a guy named Inky Johnson. I love Inky, one of my most favorite speakers, man. Me and Inky actually came out to an event that I hosted back in 2020 before COVID happened, right? So Inky comes to the event. If you don't know who Inky Johnson is, man, look him up. He's the individual that played college football for the Tennessee Volunteers. Was going to be a first-round draft pick. Family is going to be taken out the hood. He comes from the hoods in Georgia, and near Atlanta. He comes out. He's playing, man. I believe it's his senior year. He's going into the NFL. Regular routine tackle, boom, collapse. I think he pinched an artery to his heart, almost died. Lost the limb, his right, it might have been his left arm, and he can't feel it anymore. If you see him, he kind of walks around and his shoulders limp here, right? Went paralyzed here. Out for a year, 2 years, just recovering, right? Can't make money for his family. Dude, if he's got life insurance with long-term care and living benefits, guess what? He's covered, man. Family's covered. So again, if anything happening, man, in the world today, man, if you look up Lionel Messi, I think it was leaked that he has a $900 million policy on his foot, his left foot, because his left foot is worth $900 million. I heard David Beckham's face is insured, right? Because his face brings in revenue for his family. If you're a professional athlete, you're a collegiate athlete, maybe you have an NIL deal, right? Think about that. Your name, right? Your likeness. That should be covered, because if you're making money based off that NIL deal and you're in college football, college basketball, college sports, and you can't play anymore because of a career-ending injury, what covers you? So let's take a regular client, right? We know professional athletes get hurt. If things happen, they get hurt, right? Professional athlete gets hurt, boom, they're out. I have a client who was a police officer. He's jumping the fence, break his ankle in 2 places, really bad injury, right? He's off for almost 12 months from working. From recovery, from surgery, getting pins into his ankles, recovery, all that good stuff. He's out on the couch receiving a check from his life insurance company, long-term care with living benefits, right? These living benefits say, hey, if that was to happen to you, that was considered a category 1 critical injury with one of our companies. That happens to him, he's covered. So long-term care and living benefits just say, hey, I got life insurance. Obviously, I'm not planning on dying if I'm a professional athlete. But we never know what can happen, man, especially in a sport like football. If I have a career-ending injury, I'm able to receive a check from the insurance company to help take care of my liability because I was a huge income earner. If I get cut from the team, I have to replace that income. So in conclusion, if you have any questions, thoughts, or comments, or you're just concerned about someone you may care about who's an athlete, whether they're in college, they're in high school, or professional sports, right? Comment in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, we'll see you soon. God bless.